We really boxing. Who wanted the baddest? Let's see.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO. This how it's finna go. I'ma throw some jabs. Make them think my punch is weaker than I hook his ass. This the ring, not the kitchen, but I'ma cook his ass. Me and him, that's the pro versus the rookie class. All my life I had to fight, but I still love it. Me and BVO got moves that you can't steal from us. And these haters be throwing shots, but I don't feel nothing. I ain't gonna lie, shit, they alright, but we a little rougher. Step up for the title and face your rival, this ain't no little tussle. Bet I be no bird, being chicken to get your feathers ruffled. Footwork, I'm dancing around my opponent like the Cupid shuffle. Good work, bodies hit the flow, they can't move a muscle. The upside is we ain't in the streets, shooting and shooting up. Catch me in the ring, sticking, moving and suited up. I know everybody can eat, but I ain't full enough. Oh, you said it's smoking some beef, I guess I'm pulling up. Oh, we boxing, yeah, we boxing. I need that belt.
Is a no good, lousy son of a bitch.
Hey!
That's exactly what he is. Is a no.
Hello. Good evening, fight fans, fight people. It's your boy, the historian MarkyDon, bringing you the fights of the past greats. And tonight we come to you with Thursday night fights. Seeing as tomorrow AJ is AJ versus Ngannou, we're gonna tonight review some of these old fights. So I've been hearing some complaints from some very nefarious people from the New York region about old school fighters. Oh, it's like 50s basketball. It's not skilled. It's just a bunch of white guys and da 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 da. There's no skill and this and that. Just rock 'em, sock 'em, which is just utter nonsense. So I decided to just put together 3 fights of, to me, some of the greatest technicians in history. First, we're going to start with Carlos Monzon, who was, in my opinion, the greatest middleweight champion of all time. 13 defenses at the time was the record. Before Marvin Hagler came in, I think Hagler had 12. He was just one short of Monzon's record, but nonetheless, Monzon is a true, just craftsman. If you want to learn about ring generalship, look at Carlos Monzon. Then we're going to go to Sugar Ray Robinson versus Jake LaMotta in the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. And finally, we're going to end it with Larry Holmes taking on Ken Norton, one of the truly greatest fights of all time. And come up and let's talk some boxing. We got a lot to talk about, a whole lot.
Monte Carlo for a rematch between the middleweight champion of the world from Argentina, Carlos Monzon, and the challenger, Rodrigo Valdez. It is scheduled for 15 rounds, and Purdy, these two have met before. They don't like one another. It stacks up to be a pretty good fight. May not go the distance.
Two heavy punching people. Monzon, an exceptional champion, and Rodrigo Valdez under the capable Gil Clancy. Gil Clancy you see there in the red and white with Chino Govin, with Howie Alpert.
To you, of course, when you're here.
Sure,
Everybody loves it. Ross, go ahead.
No problem.
Okay.
Hey now, Howard. Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna prove that beat is black. He keeps saying he's Puerto Rican.
Yeah, I know Puerto Rican, you little
Yo,
piece
if you're
of shit.
Puerto Rican beat, let me hear you talk Spanish.
Yeah, I'll speak Spanish, you little fucking little cocksucker.
Fuck you, man.
What do you got, you little fucking little cocksucker?
I'm right here in Brooklyn. Let me
Yeah, fuck you, you little piece of shit.
You ain't Spanish, man.
Yeah, I'll speak Spanish.
Hey, Pete, you don't...
Pete, no, you fucking cocksucker.
Yeah.
Fuck you piece of shit.
Hey, Pete, yell at him in Spanish. Yell at him.
Yeah, you motherfucker, you
Yeah, Bob had some technical difficulties. I'll get the share screen back on.
You don't know shit about boxing.
Yeah.
You don't know shit
This fight we
about
got.
boxing.
Yeah.
You don't know shit.
One of the truly greatest rivalries in the history of boxing. Something that some historians place up there with Ali, Frazier. Believe it or not, this was a truly great fight, and it was a great performance by Carlos Monzon. It was his last fight before he retired and went on to be an actor, amongst other things. Round one. This is the rematch of the first fight.
Is underway. Monzon in the dark trunks, the black trunks with a red stripe, and the challenger Valdez in the white. And the referee, the very capable
Roland Bacon, who has taken over the role as the main referee in Europe. He's very capable. Everybody wants him, and he'll have his hands full today. These two people don't like each other. It's going to be an awful lot of fighting.
Monzon just 1 week shy of his 35th birthday, and many believe
Salute, Mark. Salute, Mark Nash. Thanks for pulling up.
Monzon very deceptive. He looks awkward at the beginning. You fight for the first 3 or 4 rounds with Monzon, and all you see is that left jab. Every once in a while, he keeps flicking it out, and he holds the right hand back. Then all of a sudden, you find out you're getting killed by his right hand from the 3rd or 4th round. He's very deceptive. He looks awkward. He looks crude. He doesn't look fluid, but he is. He's one of the finest middleweights of all time. And I include in that list my top favorite fighter, Sugar Ray Robinson.
Well, his challenger, Valdez, is a formidable opponent. He went 15 rounds, remember, just about a year ago against this great champion who has held the title since winning it from Nino Benvenuti back in 1970.
You see the difference in size is going to be a tremendous factor here. Little Rodrigo Valdez, and he's little for middleweight, has to come under that long jab of Monzon. Monzon's very accurate with the jab. He just keeps you at bay, so you have to pay a price to come in. He'll come in, but every time he comes in, he'll get straightened up by that jab, and that's the problem with this fight.
Some circles, Monzon at 35 would be called over the hill, but not this great champion. And he proved it a year ago when he beat this rugged, younger challenger, Rodrigo Valdez.
And you must say about Carlos Monzon, he has taken on every challenger that has come. He has not ducked anyone. He's taken the hard fights, and he's beaten every one. Impressive man, Carlos Monzon, an impressive presence in the ring. I've worked against him with several fighters, and it's awesome when you see him stand up with those long arms and come jabbing on. It's almost too much to overcome.
Well, when he won the title in 70 from Benvenuti in Rome, they said that Benvenuti couldn't get beat.
Benvenuti was a very fine fighter, as was Emil Griffith, 5-time world champion ahead of him.
Good left there to the jaw of the challenger Valdez, thrown by Monzon, who's measuring his opponent, moving, slipping punches. Valdez trying to corner him, push him against the ropes, but the smooth-moving Monzon, as we move on to 20 seconds in the first round, gets away from the challenger. Tries to lead right hand, follows it with a right to the body as we go on to 10 seconds.
Very tentative first round. Monzon ending up very well at the end of the round.
The bell for round 2, and out they come to the center of the ring. Valdez, the challenger in the white trunks. Monzon, a long-time middleweight champion in the red trunks, who with the red stripe with the black trunks.
Valdez starting right off the bat with double jabs, trying to triple up on the jabs if he can, following the frenetic instructions of Gil Clancy, who really builds a fire under a fighter between rounds. He knows that Valdez has got to stay up, got to stay motivated. He can't go to sleep because you don't look for any difference in level of fighting from Monzon. He is totally ice cold, 100% efficient. He doesn't fight harder. He doesn't fight less. He's just perfection in itself. It's up to Rodrigo Valdez to take this fight to Monzon and to force it. He's a heavy punching young man, and he could put Monzon out, although no one has been able to do that in his lengthy career.
Well, you mentioned Clancy, and you talk about middleweights, and you mentioned Emil Griffith. And I'm sure that Clancy was in the corner when Emil went against Monzon.
He was, and he has been in the corner for every one of Emil's fights. He is an excellent cornerman. He ranks right up there with Angelo Dundee, Ray Arcel, Freddie Brown. He's among the greats of all time in corner work. Gil Clancy knows how to make a fighter fight, and that's important. He will not let them go to sleep.
Well, Valdez, the shorter of the two, bobbing and weaving, leaping once in a while at the good right hand thrown by Valdez, catches the champion on the nose.
Good round from Valdez. Valdez is actually up and steaming. He caught Monzon with a good right hand, another good right hand. Those things are grazing punches. They're not landing solidly, but they are definitely putting Monzon off of his game. Monzon is not jabbing as hard, is not keeping Valdez off of him, and he's losing this round.
Well, I got a feel at the age of 35 or so that Monzon knows it's going to go, it's scheduled for 15, and he certainly wants to be around at the end. But as you can see, a very eager and aggressive.
Monzon was just an amazing fighter, an amazing boxer. Oh, this was his first knockdown in his entire championship reign. You bet he'd respond to it like a professional. He's a very accurate puncher, a very good jab. Salute, bro.
He was temporarily stunned. Another good right hand. He's following him to the ropes. He's driving him into the ropes. Look how clever.
I appreciate anybody that comes through. Thanks, man.
Well, that's the experience of a champion. Knows what to do when he gets in trouble. And believe it or not, he doesn't believe it. He was in tremendous serious trouble. And that is the end of round 2. Well, they go back to their corners, Furry, and I'm sure that the champion on the left, Carlos Monzon, perplexed.
Middleweight to the 70s it's really a forgotten era. Only because it spent so much time outside of America. Monzon spent a lot of time in Europe, in places like Denmark, Italy, Monte Carlo a lot. These were the big spots. This is where they were paying. Monzon maybe had one fight in the U.S. I think during his championship reign. That was against Tony Licata in New York. And Monzon, he was a wild boy. They said when he was up in New York, it was Don King who was promoting the fight. He put up the money. And Monzon was so pissed off. He didn't get the presidential suite. So he went out there and he slapped the shit out of a receptionist and told him that he was going to kill somebody if he didn't get the presidential suite. That's the type of man he was. My mother, she likes to watch like ID killers, like you know, she likes to watch those documentaries about who like kill. Monzon was that type of person. He was that type of person. She was watching those documentaries. Somebody who planned to do it, or not even. No, he was somebody who just did it out of anger. Whatever he felt was his, he took. He had what they call machismo.
Rodrigo Valdez, if it's up to him, will land that right hand over and over again. Monzon doing what he does.
Monzon responds very well anytime he gets hit.
Argentine fighters are very.
Yeah, my bad. I think I'm back.
Sportsmanship. They are very clean fighters. Boxing is, and the country is just populated by a great deal of young men who wish to become like this man.
Hard body
Carlos
punches.
Monzon.
Rodrigo Valdez knows he has to get inside Monzon's long reach.
It's scheduled for Pacheco, the fight doctor, the veteran of many, many ring wars. Pacheco has a good right hand there.
Get inside, throw them hooks.
Catching the right side of the face of the champion.
Another good right hand by Rodrigo Valdez, and he keeps throwing it.
And Monzon, just keep doing what you're doing. Let him fall into your rhythm. Keep catching him with them jabs. Keep putting him off balance. And then bring that right hand over. Reverse it. If he comes in, hit him with the left uppercut. And then tie him up.
Admire Valdez's grittiness. He's right in there. I mean, he took the last round big, and he thinks he can take this round, and he has taken this round.
We're counting down now, less than 10 seconds, and as the champion flares back and tries to
a little Bruce gas.
Well, the referee, Roland Dakin, calls the two fighters to the center of the ring as the bell sounds, and we are into round 4 from Monte Carlo. 13 consecutive title defenses by the man on the right of your screen, the champion of the world, the middleweight champion, who has also won 18 straight. Good left hook under the chin, sort of an uppercut, Ferdy, that caught Valdez coming in.
That's exactly what it was. He repeated a lot of jabs, and just as he had him bent over, he came up with a left uppercut. It was a thing of beauty. Monzon's jab's a thing of beauty. I mean, any young kid watching this fight has got to understand that the jab is what makes a great champion and what makes the other punches work. You just have to watch this.
Yeah, Bruce. Yes, Jake Paul really went and done it.
You're convinced beyond a shadow of a doubt that the left jab is what makes.
There's nobody in boxing with a bigger casual fan base than Mike Tyson that will live and die for him and just troll for him. My Lord. If Jake Paul goes in there and he hurts Mike Tyson, I mean, they're never going to forgive him. They're going to talk about him. Oh, he's a cheap guy. This and that. He's a coward. He fights old men. That's going to be the narrative forever, even if he goes in there and actually wins the title some way, somehow. But either which way, I'm not paying attention to it. Even though I do think it's going to draw a lot of attention. It's at AT&T Stadium. I don't know if it's going to do 73,000. I mean, it might. It might, because I just think the allure of Jake Paul getting put to sleep by Mike Tyson would just. I think that's the real draw for the event. Either which way, ain't nobody hurt nobody. We're gonna see. I mean, Mike is an old man, but I mean, if anything is gonna happen, I think Jake Paul is probably gonna hurt Mike Tyson.
And if you're wondering what all that writing is about, in Europe, you're allowed to sell advertising space on your trunks, and they do that. You see that the front of both fighters' trunks are covered with writing. You cannot do that in the United States.
Less than 30 seconds remaining in round 4. Scheduled for 15. One knockdown thus far, Monzon. Being sent to the canvas by the challenger Valdez in round 2. But Monzon up quickly and apparently fully recovered, being given a little warning by the referee. Keep your punches up a little bit. Now Monzon tying him on, and Valdez trying to throw him back. And that's the end of round 4. Look at the champion as he prepares to come out and face his challenger for round 5 from Monte Carlo. And he leads off the round, connecting with a right cross to the chin, and then repeated jabs, keeping the challenger off balance. A jab, another one. The
fight relatively even now, as Monzon has taken the best that Valdez had to offer, taken his charge, and is now making him pay the price, and now he's taking advantage. He is becoming the aggressor, and Valdez fights going back, which is not as good for him as the previous 2 rounds when he was coming forward, although he was taking a terrific beating as he was coming in. Just hang in at long range with Monzon with those long arms, and you find yourself getting hit by punches that seem to come from outer space. He has such long arms. It's an incredible experience to face Monzon in the ring. He's much, much faster than it looks on the screen.
Well, those long arms coupled with that height advantage, distinct height advantage, as you can see from Monzon, the champion, certainly to his advantage.
And his perfect conditioning. I don't think I've ever seen Carlos Monzon, and I've seen him dozens of times, come into a fight without being perfectly conditioned. He doesn't seem to have an ounce of flab on him. He has this thin, muscular body, like a tight coil spring, and he lets it fly from all angles. He's willing to fight 3 minutes of every round. There's Gil Clancy, little look of worry. Chino Govin, Howie Albert, the usual championship corner of Gil Clancy, who is more than anxious to win the title, more than anxious to finish the career of Carlos Monzon if he can, but it's easier said than done. Valdez back to the attack.
Well, his biggest weapon thus far, the one he knocked him down, Monzon down with, is that right hand. He just sometimes even leads with it, and you'd think that on a great champion like Monzon, he wouldn't get caught with a right lead. But there's a vicious left that circles around and misses.
Well, obviously, it's to Valdez's advantage to stand toe-to-toe with Monzon, if he will, but Monzon won't. Look at the way he uses that jab. He just keeps him off. It's almost sword fighting. It's almost a rapier-like thrust.
And the bell about to sound. There it is for round 5. We're back in Monte Carlo, where the world's middleweight title is being contested. And there's a look at the challenger, Rodrigo Valdez. He knocked the champion Monzon down in round 2. But since then, rounds 4, 5, and just moments ago, round 6, all belonging to the champion Monzon as we get ready for the start of round 7. And there's the bell, and away we go.
Gil Clancy working in the corner had the sad obligation of working with Emil Griffith on this night. He lost his fight to Alan Minter and retired after a long and illustrious career. So now here he is, the end of one career, the beginning of another. He wants to get that middleweight championship back. Gil Clancy has the championship habit, and Rodrigo Valdez wants to get it back for him. Would like to be another Emil Griffith for Gil Clancy, but he's got one little problem in front of him, and that problem is Carlos Monzon, who has been coming on in the last 2 rounds. His jab cooking, everything working for Monzon. Nothing working for Rodrigo Valdez as it had in the first 2 or 3. Oh, that overhand right. He almost put it on. I think he bloodied the nose of Carlos Monzon. Is that a little bit of blood I see there?
Well, it could be. It was a tremendous right, and that's what he's been scoring, Hollis. That's what he knocked him down with in the second round as they get separated. And perhaps a little frustration as the challenger puts his gloves apart and has a little facial expression for the referee, Roland Dakin.
Oh, he just said to the Bacon, I couldn't help it. I didn't mean to hit him low. And there's that jab. Piston-like, machine-like, discouragingly.
Both men were in excellent shape. Both men hated the other.
Stop all night. Already it looks like there's swelling under both eyes of Rodrigo Valdez.
Less than a minute here in round 7. It's coming from Monte Carlo. Remember, Valdez has been around. He's
I'm telling you, Monzon was a boxer.
On the handsome face of Carlos Monzon.
I want to tell you, he brings that right. You got to keep watching that right of Valdez because he's been very effective with it. And referee Roland Dakin warning the champion Monzon about grabbing with his glove, grabbing the head of the challenger. As we move under 30.
Monzon had his own little shell on the inside. I wouldn't call it a Philly shell, but he was very good at slipping punches. Very effective. Ooh.
Valdez coming in, walks into a right uppercut, but then.
And Valdez, he's just trying to get what he can. That's what you do when you are fighting a boxer like that. Just get what you can when you can.
Now the bell for round 8, and both fighters up early off their stools, ready to go back to work, Purdy.
Another thing I like about Carlos Monzon, he fought in like gears. He was a slow starter, but then when he worked up steam, I mean, it was just like an onslaught. And if you could survive it, then you were a truly great fighter. Right, at least I'll say you had great recovery skills. On Zone was that type of dude. He'll get you the fuck up out of there. Look at that jab. Well, Valdez, listen, this is how you fight a boxer. You be relentless. So what if you get hit? So what if he ties up? Go for it. That's the type of man Rodrigo Valdez was. He wasn't scared of the consequences. He went with everything he had. And he hit him with another left hook on the inside and ties up. Well, recently, man, let's talk about some boxing. In more recent times. Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. I am 60-40 on whether or not I think the fight is going to happen at this point. I just think that it's too much foolishness. It'd be one thing if it was once a week or maybe twice or three times. Maybe he's had some crazy ass interview or he goes on Instagram Live, says some crazy shit. It's every day. And now we're hearing that Ryan Garcia has just started training camp. So that other video with Derek James with Derek James hitting the pad with him, I don't know. That was some bullshit they had from, I guess, weeks ago or whatever. But Ryan Garcia, if he makes it to the fight, he is going to get his ass whooped to pieces. Arnold Barboza is the replacement. I don't mind that fight for Devin Haney. It's a damn shame because I don't think the event will do what it should have. But not only that, you now got Adrian Broner in the mix, which is interesting. AB and we're going at it on Instagram Live. I guess Bill Haney felt very disrespected because AB was telling the story about the sparring session, which I don't agree with Bill Haney saying that he's in his business. No, I mean, he witnessed the sparring session. Somebody asked him about it. He gave his opinion. Now, one might argue, hey, that's the practice room. You shouldn't speak on that. But, hey, it is what it is. Somebody asked him a question. He answered it. And he told the truth. And like AB lied or anything. He said Tank hit him with a shot. He was hurt. Now, I don't think that Dev was out on his feet. I don't agree with that. I think Dev was I think he was a little bit rattled, and I think he was just trying to clear his head, or I think he was just trying to move and stay in there. I don't think he was out on his feet though. And then AB jumping in the middle, like that doesn't do anything for me. People saying, "Oh, AB dived in to save Dev." That so what? AB's AB had money on the line. He was betting on Tank Davis, so there was an incentive. There was an incentive to him stopping the fight in favor of Tank. Well, anyway, man, if AB get his ass in the ring with Devin Haney at this age, he will get. Oh my Lord, people gonna be so mad. People gonna be so mad. That's just one of them guys you can't touch. That's like a motherfucking Chavez or Pacquiao to the Philippines. That's what Broner is to niggas, or excuse me, to black people. Valdez winging that left hook. He ain't playing no games with Monzon. Say you gonna take this left hook out. What's the hell?
Rodrigo Valdez's chin, and sometimes you have to wonder what is holding Rodrigo Valdez up, because if there's a heavy puncher in this division, it's been Carlos Monzon.
But no matter how much punishment Valdez takes, he continues to come forward. Tomorrow, big fight coming up. Couple of big fights coming up. All on the undercard. You also got another fight that people aren't talking about on the Joshua Ngannou undercard is the Javalov fight. I don't know who he's fighting, but I know he's on the card, so I'm interested. Yo, what's up, Free?
What's going on?
I'm good, man. Just talking about the AJ Ngannou card tomorrow. They got the heavyweight prospect Javalov fighting on it. I was gonna work my way up.
Oh boy.
How you doing, fam?
All right. Okay. You ready to take my wife to work?
Get his opponent off balance. Jab him again, right hand. Valdez now looking a bit confused by the punching power and the versatility. Another right hand, another one. Slapping him and pushing him across the ring now almost at will does the champion Monzon. Really got the challenger on the run here, and the game challenger Valdez in the white trunks, fighting a tough game guy, fighting to come back, a former champion himself, facing however.
Let's see who Javalov fighting.
Just then, such is the power of Carlos Monzon and his ability to punch.
You fight somebody, I know that. I like that kid, bro. I mean, he got. It's like he got cinder blocks in his fist. I don't even know how to describe it. Like when he hits people, they just ragdoll. They just flop to the ground. They get stiff. Pause. Crazy. I'm right here, BBR. I was just looking up. Who Javalov was fighting. I guess Free said he had something to do. Hopefully he'll be back later, but it is what it is, man. Thanks for coming through, Free. Yeah, man. Yeah, and usual. Of course, this nigga. One of his favorite catchphrases is Devin might get beat to death. By whom? Not Ryan Garcia. Not that fucking crackhead. I'm still waiting on this live drug test. Right? Ryan Garcia keeps saying, I'm going to do a live drug test. I'm not on drugs. I'm not on alcohol. While slurring all these words and shit. I'm not on alcohol. I'm not on drugs. You guys are wrong. I'm a Christian. I mean, yes, I divorced my wife and abandoned my family for a whore, but man, Ryan Garcia is like he's like liquid. He's not like ice. Devin Haney is ice. He's solid. Ryan Garcia is liquid. He's just all over the place. He's leaking on the floor, leaking on the ground, wherever, and he's making a mess. Devin Haney is gonna crush that dude, BVO. It's gonna be. I mean, I feel bad for you because I know you like the kid for whatever reason, but I think Dev is gonna hurt him. Ali should retire. Yeah, he should have. He did. He did retire. Or no, he had a. He had a. Did he have a third? Did he have a third fight with Leon Spinks? I know. Well, all I know is Ali retired as the champ. Then he came back, fought Larry Holmes to basically transfer the lineal championship. But yeah, man, Ali was a giant. He's truly somebody that stands out no matter what time period you're in as a fighting man. Not just a fighting champion, but a fighting man in every aspect of his life. He stood his ground. Salute, Pearl. Thank you for coming through, bro. I really do appreciate it. Salute to everybody that came through.
Hey, Marky, what up?
What up?
Hey, I know you're a football fan, right? You're a football fan, correct?
Yeah, man. What's up?
Did you see the sad news in the NFL world that that great NFL insider Chris Morrison passed away recently? He passed away this morning, actually.
I mean, I know the name Chris Mortensen, but yeah, condolences to his family. I'm not even gonna make no jokes about that. Condolences. That is some sad news.
Yeah, being that you're, he's been around the. He was. They talked about on ESPN this morning. He was around from the beginning of ESPN. He actually.
Then I mean,
I just see Chris hanging around with Kobe.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, well then
who's fighting? What fight is this?
It shouldn't be a surprise, then, man. I mean, he was an old guy.
And he was fighting throat cancer, stage 4 throat cancer too.
Was he white?
Yeah, he was an older white guy.
Well, respect to him, respect to his family. Rest in peace.
What fight is this, Marky, by chance?
This is Carlos Monzon taking on Rodrigo Valdez.
And this was like when fights were 15 rounds, right?
What'd you say?
These fights are when fights were still 15-round fights, right?
Yep. They went 15 brutal rounds in heat. To this point, Carlos Monzon has been dropped once, but he got up to put a vicious beating on Rodrigo Valdez. He is up, I believe, 2-11. Well, Valdez comes back in the late rounds. What did this nigga write? E was West Indian from St. Lucia. I just seen Chris hanging with Kobe. Who he talking about?
Oh, he's talking about Chris Mortensen.
Oh, he's from St. Lucia?
Chris, that can't be right. Yeah. And I think I asked you this question before, Marky, on another panel. Do you think with the safety, the more how there's more study on CTE and the fighter safety, there's more worry about fighter safety now. Do you think there's not going to, they're never going to bring back this type of, like, the 15-round fights?
Of course not. Why would they?
They would be more entertaining than.
Well, you know, I mean, yeah. You're right. I mean, anything could happen, but because you look at the NFL now, I mean, they talk all this shit about CTE, but they're looking to add 18 games now. They're looking to add an extra game after they already pushed it to 17. So, yeah. I mean, anything could happen. if boxing gets to that level where
Did he knock him out? Did Monzon knock this guy out in the later rounds, or did it go all the way?
No, Rodrigo Valdez was a demon. Even though he was beat the fuck to shit, look at him. He's coming forward in the 13th round. That's will, that's heart, that's determination, because he's tired. But he's saying to himself, I'm a motherfucking dog. I don't give a shit. This nigga just as tired as me.
No, I'm saying did Monzo so this went the full 15 rounds. It went to like a unit. The cards, it did. Monzon didn't knock him out, or
cards. Yep.
Is there one thing you feel that people underrate with Monzon?
Oh, definitely his boxing ability. People, I don't know. People have a very glib description of him that he's just a brute who comes forward and tries to knock you out, but that's just not true. He's a craftsman.
He's a boxer puncher.
No, he's a boxer.
Hey, Puro, what up?
But yeah, he is a boxer puncher. He can do both.
Is it just because the majority of the fighters he fought during his career forced him to walk forward and stuff like that? That's why people, when they analyze his career, they feel he's just a flat-footed, come-forward guy?
No, because Monzon, through most of his championship reign, was a boxer. He used skills. He was on the back foot. He used
who's these?
A piston-like jab to just destroy people, and he fought in gears. The thing about Monzon is because he didn't fight in America, there was a lot of slander, so people didn't like him. They said he was a cheater. Howard Cosell was famous for just being like just nasty to Monzon, accusing him of cheating.
Really, BVO, really? You have to.
Don't oh my God, Anthony, why did you react? Why did you react? You could have just ignored it like it didn't exist. But now you think of the power. Good job.
Sorry. I saw that. You put it up and I had to respond.
Yeah, you got him, BBO. Golly, Anthony. But I ain't see shit. I had my eyes closed. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what y'all laughing about.
I'm not going to respond this time, BVO. I'm not going to respond. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, like we always talk about this come forward style. That's the one aspect that people don't really like. They don't use their boxing ability like a natural boxer does. They like a come forward guy. A come forward guy is not using his boxing ability like what you see with a guy like Devin Haney or who's a natural boxer and stuff like that. Who has to use his footwork because his power is not really there.
I think Devin Haney could fight either style. You saw him fight against George Kambosos. You saw him coming forward against Lomachenko, even though there was points in that fight he didn't have success. I do think he struggles coming forward on the front foot, but I agree with you.
He can do it. He can do it, but he prefers to fight on the back foot.
And he's much better at countering and setting up people for traps. That's just his style.
Yeah, no, and that's what I'm saying. The natural boxers tend to have a better ability to fight off the back foot. The come forward guys are just sitting down on their front foot all the time because they want to knock you out and stuff like that.
Yep, that's what God gifted them with.
And I think that's for me. They always label Manny as a come forward guy, but the guy was a great boxer. Pac-Man. They always label. Why is it that they labeled Manny as a come forward guy?
BBO, hey, you an instigator, bro. They label Manny as a come forward guy because he just was a phenomenal pressure fighter. Would just be beating the shit out of people at all kinds of angles. Just be beating the absolute dog shit out of people. I remember. Don't respond, Tony. Do not respond. I remember when Manny Pacquiao fought David Diaz, and he whooped his ass, and David Diaz got up and said he thought it was 3 people in the ring. 3 people in the ring just whooping his ass. That's the type of guy Manny was, bro.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I think we didn't see I think the younger years for Manny was more. I think the younger years because he had more. You saw the come forward. I think as he got older, he started using his boxing ability and stuff like that.
I agree with that.
I think that's what happens in general.
I don't think more boxing, but I think it's just that he used his
adjusted.
experience more. Because even against Keith Thurman, I don't think he dominated that fight, but I think he was smart and he was tactical and he fought in spurts. And he knew when to attack, he knew when to back off, and he knew when to, and he was able to catch Keith Thurman clean.
Yeah.
And he hurt him.
And this is why I always say, like that's what people forget. Canelo didn't become the boxer that he did until he fought Floyd. He learned how to become a better boxer after he fought Floyd. He knows how to set up his punches better. When he was younger, he would just throw punches to throw it. He wasn't setting them up.
Yeah. No, I do think Canelo. No, I think Canelo's always been a very good counterpuncher. I do.
Is that what you see with David Benavidez? Do you think he's a power counterpuncher, or do you think he's just straight? He doesn't care about his defense.
No, David Benavidez is a straight Mexican style, come forward and try to destroy the target. That's what he is. Canelo, he is more. How do I describe his style, man? He's flat-footed, but he has fast hands. He has good hand-eye coordination. And by the way, salute Bentley. Thanks for pulling up. I appreciate everybody that comes through. Smash the like button, support BVO, subscribe, all that. But yeah, Canelo, he's it's just hard to describe his style. He's like a chameleon, really, but he is limited in a lot of areas.
That's why I call him the Terminator. You don't know what style he is. He adjusts to whatever fighter he's fighting. It's like, and I don't see that with a lot of these come forward guys. They're not adjusting to the fighter they're fighting. They just fight their style no matter who they're fighting.
Yep. Next fight coming up, we got the great Sugar Ray Robinson taking on Jake LaMotta in their 6th and final meeting. This would be a violent and vicious beating at the hands of Sugar Ray Robinson on Jake LaMotta.
Was Jake a come forward guy, or was he more of a boxer?
No, he was a come forward, try to kill you guy. But he could counterpunch. Ray Robinson was an everything. He could do anything he wanted. Something like about guys from this era, they were really good on the inside. They were great at tying up. They knew how to protect themselves.
They knew how to use the clinch correctly. It's not like you see with the current fighters now, where they're just
Tony, what BVO said? Sonny,
What? I'm here.
what BBL said?
I'm not repeating it. I'm not trying to respond and encourage that foolishness.
What you mean? No, he said he got a heartfelt message. Read it.
I didn't see it.
Really?
Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm not trying to encourage this foolishness. PVO. If you want to start this again, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it with you. By the time this fight happened, Marky, was Jake already slowing down?
Jake LaMotta was the middleweight champion at this time. He didn't start slowing down until he moved up to light heavyweight. He got beat by Bob Murphy. But he was one of the most durable men to ever enter the ring.
Someone hacked my account. Really, BVO? Do you believe this comment?
No.
I don't think you're gonna see guys like LaMotta, like where it's. I think Manny is probably gonna be the last guy to do that, where they finish their career in a division that they're not really supposed to be fighting in and stuff like that. So I think the Manny's a last of those type of fighters where they start in a super lightweight division, a super light division, and finish their career in light heavyweight.
No. There's gonna be more.
Not with the mentality of these fighters. I think Inouye finishes at 122. To be honest, like I think there's a limit with Inouye. I don't think he's big enough to he's big enough to handle the power of guys at 126 or 130 and stuff like that.
I think he'd whoop everybody at 126. Easy. Salute, Thomas. My brother.
Yo, Tom, what up?
What BVO said, bro?
You told me not to respond to him. I'm trying to ignore it.
No, I'm for real. I need you to read these messages, bro.
Yeah, no. He's being immature. I'm not going to respond to this.
What you mean? He's the channel owner.
Yeah, no. I know where this is a juvenile joke. This is like a joke that kids in middle school.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Like, I mean, let's read the messages. Whatever the people sent to us, just read it, bro. I just and they got the fuck up out. Oh my god. That nigga Anthony couldn't take the smoke, couldn't take the heat. I think of BBL stupid. I think it was these nuts. Man. I'm trying to tell people Ray Robinson wasn't nothing to play with. BVU.
You don't know shit about boxing.
Yo, Mara.
You have to stop. Y'all keep talking. Huh? You keep talking.
Your sister. But anyway, man, BVO. We got my boy AJ fighting tomorrow. I think he's gonna put Francis Ngannou to absolute sleep. I think it's gonna be an uppercut. I think it's gonna be vicious, violent, brutal.
I'm going
I
to
also
watch
see maybe Miles breaking some crazy shit.
As usual,
Salute to
that boy
came in, bro.
Marky over
I
there
can't.
smoking that cake too, man. AJ about to get strapped. Pause.
That's
salute to the fam. Salute to the fam. One more day till fireworks. You know what I mean? What's good? Let's get it cracking.
I was so impressed by Francis' footwork, man. I wonder if he's gonna keep that up. His
he
footwork.
gonna get walked right into fucking uppercut.
I don't know. I don't think AJ can beat Tyson Fury, man.
He can beat Francis Ngannou. I know that shit.
You think he can? You don't know nothing. You think he can?
Exactly the same way you think Ngannou can beat AJ. You don't know that.
You just saying that because AJ like a West Indian or something, man.
He's African.
Same thing.
Exactly. Ngannou is African, so you just talking out your ass, nigga.
Whoa.
I mean, at least
That was crazy.
I'm supporting some niggas. You always support Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez,
No, I support black.
Canelo
I don't
Alvarez.
support N
Where
words.
are the niggas, BBO?
Jamel Charlo, Alicia Bumgarner, Adrian Broner.
Cheaters. Shit, terrible people.
Bam Bam
You support the
Rodriguez.
scumbags.
Huh?
I say you support the scumbags. You don't support people of high character.
What you say?
I say you support the scumbags. You don't support the people of high character. Jamel Charlo beating up women. Alicia
You said I was
Bumgarner.
left off bad. You said I was left off bad and bougie? Huh?
I don't know. That sounds kind of sus. You talking about you bad and bougie?
No, I said you a goofball, man. But no, what you think about these upcoming fights, Mr. Hill?
What we talking? We can break them down one by one.
I'm thinking about I never heard your prediction on Bibble versus Baturbilev. This is my
But
man. My man Free said Baturbilev.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. I love me some Beeble because he's technically sharp, man, and very sound. He's very sound. He's methodic, and he knows what he's doing in that ring. But he's going up against a guy who just tears you down, quite in the same fashion as Matias do. It's slow and methodical, and he take your body, and the next thing you know, he taking you out. And he got skill too. A lot of people don't recognize it because he moves slow. He's got skill, man. If you look there and you sit there and break it down, watch it frame by frame, my man do some amazing stuff up in there. And I see about rounds, I want to say 9 through 11. I think he gonna get Bibble up out of there.
Yeah, I think
It's just
I
a
got
theory.
Bivol in that fight.
What do either of you think? My bad, man. That was my don't be a menace. No, not a don't be a menace. That's a what is that? A thin line. Thin line between love and hate.
What is?
Yeah, that's how I see that fight going, man. I think it's my bad. Let me cut this water off. I think it's gonna be.
No, I said what is a thin line between love and hate?
You never seen that movie?
Hey, well, my man,
What's it about? Who's in it?
Martin Lawrence, Bobby Brown, Lynn Whitfield, Regina,
King.
yeah, Regina King.
Yeah, that
Who
was
else?
Martin's last movie as Marty Mark.
Yeah, that was a hitter right there.
Yeah,
I
that was
was
his last. That was his last movie before he went crazy. Yeah, poor thing had that stroke. He ain't been
man,
the
do
same since
yourself a
then.
favor and go watch that movie, bro. Especially if you like the Nutty Professor, because somebody told me the Nutty Professor was better than that. And when I
Oh
seen
yeah, I seen it. Definitely.
you seen
And
you
he
seen
played a basketball game at the end.
No, Mark. Mark used to watch the Disney movies like Flubber and Mulan. I forgot.
damn Gina, not like that though. I know you need to do that. I refuse to believe that. Nah, I'm just kidding. I love me some Disney a little
It's
bit
like
too.
a motherfucking movie.
You said
But
what?
nah, it's a good flick though. It's a good flick. But he is at the basketball court shooting some shots, trying to get his mind right because Lynn Whitfield, the one he tried to game up, she a little bit crazy, man. She started to go at it. He started going after all he cared for, messing it up.
You
And
know the funny thing, man. I think that's a thing a lot of cats don't understand. Some women, man, they not playing, and they'll take you out of here, man. I'll never forget. When I heard that Steve McNair thing with a girl, got Steve up out of here and then got herself up out of here, and made it to where she fell on his lap, and it was just like, whoa,
Yep.
you know.
You think about it, man. A lot of these dudes that got these millions, billions of dollars, their lives suck, man. They're unhappy. A lot of them dudes are suckers, bro, and live with women that fucking hate them. You look at Johnny Depp. The nigga is Pirates of the Caribbean. He's this big star, and he living with Amber Heard, living with the fucking devil. The bitch cut his finger off, shit in his bed. All this crazy kind of shit.
Hey, Tom, you gotta get
She
cold.
was wilding, bro. Nah, she was wilding. She was on some serious stuff.
Something wrong with her,
Hey,
bro.
Tom, you gotta be crazy, man, to poop in the bed, yo. That's crazy.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. She was wilding, dog. I don't know what was wrong with that broad.
That's pure hatred. You shit in the place I'm trying to rest my head.
Yeah.
They said this man was in his big ass mansion hiding from this woman.
Because if he would
Think about
have,
it, you got all this money, you hiding from somebody.
well, I think the thing you gotta understand, man, Mark, money doesn't bring anything.
Yeah, facts.
You know, look at Floyd. Money don't unlame a lame. Floyd is still the same lame dude he always been, and he got all that money. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
So I mean, just because you got money don't mean you cool, man. Like, look at Drake. You realize that Drake he the number one dude, right? And he still look corny when he got them braids and stuff like that. He looks corny. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I'm a huge Drake fan.
I ain't never really like I don't really buy into Drake no more. Like I listen to a song here and there, but I'm not really fuck him. Like I remember when the nigga was on
to call you on your
birthday. Any of y'all remember when he was all the way back on Degrassi?
Yeah, I remember the Degrassi day.
I remember the first time I seen Drake was on 106 and Park when he was
Young Aubrey.
He had that song with Trey Songz, Replacement Girl. That's the first time I seen him. They're like, they got the kid from Canada. I think it was Roxy and I can't remember the
song.
dude. What was his name? Roxy and the one dude. What's the one dude? Terrence J. Wasn't it?
Yeah, Terrence J.
Yeah. And they was like, we got this kid from Canada. That's like 2007.
Yeah.
Because when I first heard Drake, I thought he was gonna be like a Tank like wannabe. Like he was very Tank like, you know, he was doing all that, telling you about his life and stuff. You know how Tank do. Then he rapped. I was like, oh, he can rap too? This dude crazy.
Yeah, he definitely got talent.
He's the best in the world, man.
The first song I actually heard from Drake was Just Hold On, we're going home.
That was the very first song?
That shit was blast off. Yeah, that was the first. No, that was the first song that like I bought into. Then I was like a Drake fan for a little bit.
You know why you
then
like
it
that
just
song
became
so much?
like,
You know why you like that song so much?
Why?
That's nothing. That's the Michael Jackson type of song.
Facts.
Ain't that very Michael Jackson? Is like that song. Like,
you know who had a Michael Jackson that song? Was that nigga The Weeknd, boy?
Oh yeah.
That I was vibing with.
You don't get like
The Weeknd
like, you
was
could
hard.
compare to Michael Jackson.
Yeah, man, I agree.
When The Weeknd first came out, he was hard, man. Pause. What do you say? He had that Drunken Love song talking about
Yeah,
he was.
He came out with that fire.
Yeah, like his album, I don't know what it was, but it was like it was him and Drake, and he was doing all that humming and singing. I was like, this dude is crazy.
Bro, he came out with it had Earned It, the album. I can't remember his name,
Yeah,
but even before
that,
he put out some type like 3 different projects that were just it was just him just floating on drugs and talking about sex. It was wild. That nigga's always talented when it comes to his vocals.
I mean, I remember when Drake first brought him around, I was like, this dude is bananas. You know what dude I thought was gonna blow Tommy, but didn't? Shy Glizzy. I don't know if you remember Shy Glizzy. I thought he was gonna blow, man, but he didn't. You
Shy Glizzy?
Yeah. Yeah,
I know the name. I just can't remember his face.
Awesome.
Still there?
Awesome. I don't know what happened to him.
Oh yeah. I don't know what happened to him either.
Who that?
Glizzy.
Who?
You don't remember Shy Glizzy, the one that's
Oh yeah. I remember
I
him.
dropped my chain, broke boys had a scrimmage.
Yeah, I remember him.
You know,
One
that
dude
boy
who was
Tommy from the
supposed to
chain
bend
take a
blew up,
state.
one dude who was supposed to bend blew up is Sauce Walker out of
South
Houston.
Walker.
Well, people
That
keep
nigga,
feeling his style, man. That's his problem. People,
that is a
Future,
fact.
Lil
This nigga,
Uzi.
to me, he is the when you talk about just lyrics, wordplay, story to all that shit. In my opinion, he is the greatest rapper since Lil Wayne to come out of the South. That's my fucking opinion.
Mm.
That nigga is that type of talent.
Well, I would say he's like Little B. He's more of he's like your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. Like he's never gonna be a superstar because he ain't polished enough. You know what I mean? Being polished is very important.
But I'm gonna send you his album, Ghetto Gospel 3.
I got that on
And
my
then,
iTunes. It's
then you
crazy.
can't tell me this dude ain't polished, bro.
He's not. He's not.
Well, okay,
Every time
that's
he's
your opinion.
rapping, you hear all them chains in the background, ooh and all that. Hey, come on, bro.
Man, that's his old shit.
He still do that. He's talking about.
That's cap.
But I'm a big fan of Sauce Walker. I'm a big
South
fan.
Walker, nice.
Hey,
So
but what
now,
rapper that really let me down is Blueface, man.
Blueface?
Oh, it's so hype about Blueface. Blueface, baby.
You like Blueface?
I did when he first came out. Yeah,
I could never get up into Blueface.
man, because Blueface ain't nothing but Silk the Shocker, man, from the West
He
Coast.
off, he's off beat and shit.
That's on
Yeah,
purpose.
I mean, I guess it is different, man. And hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. I
Is
just never.
there even some West Coast shit?
You said what?
I said, is that even some West Coast shit to be off beat?
Well, no,
Yeah.
there are some that are offbeat because that's what Sugar Free was. When I first heard Sugar Free, I didn't like Sugar Free at all.
What?
But when I started listening to Sugar Free, I was like, God dang,
He be
this
talking,
nigga spitting.
he be talking crazy.
He go bananas on that bad boy.
What do you say? B, don't you ask me no question?
That's how I felt about Kodak Black. I used to
Yeah.
think he was just a stupid nigga out of Florida because he just sounds stupid. But when you listen to him, this nigga is actually talking. It's just that his accent and his grill, it makes the sound, it makes it fucked up.
What my
Sounds
boy Yak say? Maybe it's the jigger and me, jigaboo.
Yeah, nah,
what is
it's a
that?
trip, man. It's a trip. It's like you got to give them a chance, man. Because if you just go off of what you normally accustomed to, you
Yeah.
might be turned off. So I mean, I never really gave Blueface a chance, man. After that damn Tatiana, I was like, who the fudge is this nigga, bro?
Go ahead, bust it down, Tatiana. I mean, come on, bro. You know that's the straight up Silk the Shocker type music, man.
Hey, I thought Silk the Shocker was the hardest one in that clique over that way. Wasn't really a
Stop it.
big fan.
Stop
Huh?
it. Stop it.
Oh yeah.
C Murder was that brother, man. True rep,
Oh okay. See murder.
man. C Murder was my dude. Pause. When
See
I was
see
a kid,
murder.
I remember
Yeah,
when I
maybe
was
see
like
murder. Yeah, maybe see murder. He did have some hits.
when I was
Out of
9 years
Louisiana.
old, my grandma bought me the last to walk, the was no last meal by Snoop Dogg. And I heard C Murder. I remember I went and got me a No Limit jacket back in the day. From City Blue. I don't know if you remember them Pelly jacket. You probably don't remember that. You too young, Mark. They used to have these leather jackets, and my jacket said No Limit Soldier on it. I thought I was the dude.
He was out of Louisiana, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah,
Yeah,
yo.
that's
I
when
remember.
they was in competition with the with
He's from the Bay. Ain't they from the Bay?
That nigga screw loose, bro. Something's wrong with him.
Ain't they from the Bay, Tommy, or no?
they could have I think they came from the Bay, but they somehow migrated over that way.
Oh, they must have been in New Orleans and came to the Bay. Okay. I got you. That makes sense. Because my dad used to listen to Spice One. I remember when I
Spice
was a
One's
kid.
a shiznit, dog.
And when I was a kid, my dad used to play that album by Master P, The Ghetto's Trying to Kill Me. Master P, man. I love Master P, man. What do you say? You gotta keep your faith
Make
in
him
God.
say, nah, 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 nah. What
Man,
about that nigga, Mr. Cow? Mr. Cow was crazy as hell, but that nigga flow was off the
off
like Buster,
man.
Bust a Bus, dog. That nigga's hard, dog. Bust a Bus,
But
that's my guy.
yeah, Mr. Rod is hard. What do you say? What don't this hit make my people want
Jump,
to?
jump.
Hey, Buster Rhymes don't get enough credit, man. He's the dude, man. I
Yeah,
remember
he
in high
is.
school, we was all playing that A-Rab money. I don't know if you remember that. When everybody wearing them scarves, man. Like we was A-Rab.
And no doubt, right there, man. Hey, but going back to the fights though,
Yeah.
I definitely think that that Joshua fight got a lot more interesting looking at your boy Ngannou, man. That Mickey Freaky look like he in there about to rip something apart.
He really want to hurt Joshua, man. You could kind of see like he looked like he was gonna. I don't think the thing that's so scary about Ngannou is he one of those dudes where he like to hurt people, man, and you can see it.
Yeah.
He enjoys
And
hurting
ain't
people.
afraid to try to take some punishment to give the punishment, man.
And what do you tell
That's the
Tyson Fury? You think boxing the only
Man.
thing saving you, man? I've never heard nobody talk. Even Deontay Wilder didn't talk to Tyson Fury like that.
No, he's the scariest man on the fucking planet. Like he could kill a person he could kill an
Or
average
unalive
sized person.
somebody.
that Mickey
Unalive.
Freaky snapped his finger at him, dog. That lets you know he ain't got it all upstairs, dog. He snapped his finger on it and said, "Nigga, I'll take you out like that." I don't know what you over there woofing like you tough.
You know
I
the
mean,
funny thing. I
Tyson
never heard.
Fury is bare
Tommy, have
knuckles
you ever
boxing.
heard somebody talk to Tyson Fury like that? I've never heard nobody talk to him like that.
Man, Ngannou ain't scared of no man, bro. That dude, he's certifiable up in that ring, boy. You catch something, you go around like that. That's like
But I think
going into some
He's
Anthony.
deep.
70 with a six pack, man. That's say it all. He's
I
70
just
with a
think
six
Anthony
pack.
Joshua is gonna kick his ass. So I think it's gonna be vicious.
You
I
think he's
think
gonna
that
whoop his? You think it's gonna be a whooping? A whooping?
yeah, yeah,
Where
I
your
think it's
money
gonna
at,
be
Mark? Mark, where your
uh,
money at?
I think it's gonna be 5 rounds of just bop and bop.
5 rounds. So you think
Mark,
he knocking
where
him
is
out
your
in
money?
5?
One man getting bopped
In
Mark,
5?
where is
over.
your money?
You see this right here? You see how Ray Robinson is whooping on Jake LaMotta?
Jake
That's how
LaMotta,
it's
man.
going.
He had just had a war before that fight. Come on, man, stop.
He threw one of the prettiest combinations I've ever seen right here. I think.
But I tell you this, man.
He threw like a triple left hook, a right hand, a jab,
I'm
and
so
then two
impressed
more
with
right hands.
Frank
It's some
Ngannou, man.
crazy shit.
He just showed us a lot, man, in such a short time.
Francis Ngannou is a good fighter. I give him a lot. Oh, bop, bop, bop. I give him a lot of credit. He's came very far, but Anthony Joshua. I mean, you know what? I'm not even going to deny it. It's a possibility. If AJ just comes in there bullshitting, it can happen. But
I love AJ too, man. I
if
ain't
he
gonna lie.
does what he's supposed to do, he's supposed to put this nigga to fucking sleep.
But
What you
in
think,
5
Tommy?
rounds though? You
What you
saying
think
in 5?
about what y'all think about AJ though, man? I
Hell
think he's
yeah,
a good
Anthony
robot.
Joshua got some pop.
I think
And
AJ.
I see it being some shit on his cheek. His cheekbone get broken or something. His eye swelled up, something, and he just ain't gonna want to go no more.
Yeah, but that's a hater.
Some shit. I don't know. All I know is AJ's gonna win that fight.
I
Where
kind of
your
agree with
money?
the AJ winning the fight, man. I don't think that Ngannou is going to be able to force it into the type of fight he needs it to be in order to pull out that victory. And for him to pull out that victory, it's going to have to be sports where there's just brawling going on, like all out warfare. Because in
Let me
one of
think of
them,
this.
an exchange can happen, and I'm just thinking that this dude hit like he got cinder blocks on his wrist, and he land one of them bad boys flush, and it gets you a little woozy. He probably gonna go up in there and finish the job. But now, if it's not that, and it's a boxing match, ooh wee, he in for a long night.
Well, keep
A
in
long
mind
night.
this, man. Keep in mind this. AJ struggles when people got power. You seen how Andy Ruiz had it. Andy Ruiz had a man put his hands in his pocket.
Yeah, but see,
You're not the same.
I think the thing about that too was his mindset at that time. I think within these last couple of years, he done found some confidence within himself, and I think that was the one thing. He was like the freaking scarecrow. You know, he's walking around. He was I mean, not the scarecrow, but the freaking the lion from the Wiz. He was looking for courage. But in last fight, the way he was carrying himself, looked like he found himself, man. And you know, he got the skill set that's necessary to do some serious damage. So shit. If he's a full believer in what he can do and his kind and his stuff, he already got the skill set, man. And the one thing about Ngannou that scares me for him is that he leaves that freaking middle wide open. And AJ is really adept. I should say,
That's a
yeah,
fact.
going right up the middle with straight short shots. And then that uppercut is amazing, man. He got a hell of an uppercut. So, like, it can get ugly from that standpoint. But like I say, man, your boy, he takes so much punishment like it's nothing that I'm not even tripping on.
Did y'all hear about Bo Mack gonna be in Tio's corner for his next fight?
I didn't hear about that.
I like it.
Huh?
I like it.
That's gonna be.
That's how I like it.
That's gonna be scary, man. He already the best, and then to put the best trainer with him. No, I'm joking, man. I ain't here. I'm just talking shit.
Damn.
Whew. That's how that boy is beating up Marky. Oh, stop.
That's how BBO guys ass kicked out the NFL.
My bad. You was talking to me.
Yeah, hey, we was asking you a question, man.
Oh, my bad. I had to go help my aunt into the car.
Oh, cool. My bad.
No, it was good though.
So what got you
God dang.
into boxing, man? What boxer brought you to boxing, man?
Oh, the boxing match that got me in it was Hearns Leonard too. Hearns Leonard too.
Even when he's a little kid, okay.
Yeah, I was a little bitty kid, bro. I think I was 7 years old, I think.
Yeah, the first fight I ever seen, I remember seeing is Holyfield versus Mike Tyson. I was watching that at my grandma's house on the floor, man.
Yeah. You have enough flavor? Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a heck of a fight right there too. You
That
talking
was
about the first one, right?
No, I'm talking about the second one when he bit him.
Oh, that was some wild stuff. How you doing there?
He was throwing that head though, man. I gotta admit, he was throwing that head.
They didn't even tell us we were leaving early today. No, until it was already said 7 o'clock. We're still working.
Oh wow.
Oh, we forgot to tell you and we're closing today early.
Hey, but you know the funny thing though, man. Hey, Mark, what you think about that brother Ford going up to fight O'Shaquie?
I think that's a great fight. I think both of them are proven, tested. They're both dogs. I don't know if that's signed and official yet, but I'm very interested to see it.
O'Shaquie gonna beat the life out of him.
I think so too. I favor O'Shaquie heavily because he beat Ray Vargas, who I think is a lot more experienced than Raymond Ford.
I like them Vargas brothers, man. I like them.
The Kinks all have been.
I'm a big fan of them guys. I love the Vargas brothers, man.
I like Ray Vargas too, but I think he's going to get beat I think he's going to get beat tomorrow by Nick Ball, the kid I've been telling you about out of Britain.
You know, Nick Ball can fight. People don't realize Nick Ball is a real life contender, man.
No, he's gonna be a champion tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hey,
He
that shit
definitely
is crazy. What time the fights come on?
12 p.m., 12 noon. You know the funny thing about boxing, man, that I'm learning more and more? I think just overall, I think people care more about the sport than they do now. Like, look, you got Ray Leonard, you used to have Rocky Marciano talking about the history of boxing. You don't really have that anymore. You don't got Floyd doing that or Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson doing that. That's what we missing in boxing is like other great fighters talking about great fighters, man. We missing it big time.
No, we ain't got no great fighters that's giving games to fighters. That's the big problem, man. We ain't got a Joe Frazier that's in the Philly gyms no more. We ain't got a Bernard Hopkins doesn't give back to the sport as he should, in my opinion. You look at guys like Floyd, as you said. I mean, he has his own gym, but I mean, he just talks bullshit and manipulates and tries to pour on and shit on Devin Haney and other fighters he doesn't like. So I don't know, bro.
I
I
would
don't really
agree.
fuck with Floyd, to be
I
honest.
would agree somewhat to that. I would agree somewhat to that. But you got to remember, man, Floyd has always been about Floyd. And one thing I got to say, man, when somebody shows you who they are, man, you got to believe them. I hate this fight. This is one
Absolutely.
of the biggest robberies in boxing history, man. They did Kenny Norton so bad in this.
I think that you are very dishonest, and this is an amazing fight. Anyway,
Man,
we got Larry
Ken
Holmes
Norton
taking
won.
on Ken Norton.
Ken Norton won. You probably never seen
In your
this fight.
opinion,
Ken Norton beat the sleeves off of beat the sleeves off Larry Holmes.
Larry Holmes outboxed this man and then beat him in the war
He
rounds.
stayed on that. He stayed behind the jab the whole fight. What are you talking about, Mark? He barely
Ken Norton was
engaged.
getting beat with fight.
He barely engaged.
Caesar's Palace Sports Arena. Yeah, do not listen to BBO's scoring of a fight.
Kid Norton
Typically
whooped
is
his
highly
head.
biased.
You don't give Kid Norton his credit, man. He beat Ali 3 times. Well, how many people can say that?
And Ali 3 times. I will vouch for that.
Huh?
And potato chips, sour cream and cheddar was my recipe.
I thought
Yeah. And
two of them were close fights. I thought the first one
no,
was
not sour.
And
You
the one
see,
they
look,
and the one they gave Ken Norton, you could have said Ali won. Ali had a better fight than he did in that one. And that's the thing. They still the ones that he won from, but gave him the one that he really that was kind of tough, man. You know, it could have went either way. Because for some reason Ken Norton wouldn't listen to what Eddie was saying in the corner. For some reason, he just was doing it, whatever he wanted.
I don't know. Yeah. I think Ken Norton. He just got caught in the business of boxing.
That's a fact. If Ken Norton fought now, he would be undisputed champion.
But it didn't work out too bad for him, though, when you look at guys like Jimmy Young and you compare their stories.
Jimmy
Their
Young,
names are
David
forgotten to
Stewart.
history.
You know, a fighter we don't really talk about enough is Chris Bird, a middleweight who was a heavyweight champion. That's crazy.
Chris Bird was nice. Like he was really, really nice with the hands. Really, really nice.
He was okay.
You got your mind. Chris Bird just didn't have no power, but he was a beautiful boxer.
I mean, he was getting beat to he was getting, oh my God, the pillar to post, beat to hell, beat to death, all these different things. He was getting destroyed by Vitaly Klitschko. Then Klitschko, while in the middle of
Mm-hmm.
whooping his ass, throws out his shoulder and has to quit.
And the one they gave Ken Norton, you could have said Ali won. Ali had a better fight than he did in that one. And you compare their stories.
And that's how he won his first heavyweight championship of the world. I've never seen that before, where a man is whooping your ass so bad he has to stop because he injured himself from destroying you. That's the type of fighter that Chris Bird was. He's not like Larry Holmes, who we see right here, who could impose his style. He was just a get what you can type of nigga.
He was small, Mark. That's why.
Whoa, I ain't say all that.
Pause, whatever, man. He wasn't the biggest guy.
Golly, whoa.
You been hanging around BBO too long. You rough, man.
Crazy, man. Ken Norton. This is the left lead taking on the Philly shell, or excuse me, the cross guard. Man, Larry Holmes would beat the shit out of Tyson Fury.
Yeah, easy.
Well, he'd unalive Ken Norton. He'd destroy him, man.
I don't know about that.
Yo, the physiques of the heavyweight fighters back in the days, man, was a lot different than what they are these days. Yes,
Yeah, because back in the days, they didn't have no testing. So they were able to smoke crack, snort cocaine, take speed, all other kinds of stuff. Like Lawrence Taylor was able to smoke crack in the middle of a football game. So, I mean, can we really give those athletes credit? Was it really just a generation of doping that was missed and under the radar because there was no testing? The ball is in your court, old head.
You talking about me?
That's what I thought, nigga. I'm talking about both y'all niggas.
Old head, get out of here, nigga.
Who's talking all this shit about, dude, the old school fighters, the 70s, the 60s. Man, them niggas were a bunch of crackheads.
Man, Roy Jones would be any nigga you talking about. I always laugh when they say Marvin Hagler is a great, great fighter, but Roy would beat him to death.
I don't know.
Roy and James Toney would have beat Hagler to death. Especially James Toney at middleweight. He would have beat the sleeves off Marvin Hagler.
Crazy.
Bro. You think Marvin Hagler beat James Toney?
And Hagler could confuse them because he was a switch hitter.
Whoa.
So Tony's shoulder roll, it would be ineffective against a southpaw. Or it wouldn't be as effective. Now, Roy Jones, that's a different matter. Yeah, jab.
My bad. I'm entertaining two different conversations. I didn't hear what you said. What you say?
He was talking about James Toney beating the life out of Marvin Hagler.
We're talking about BVO.
He was talking about we were old heads. What did he say? I mean, we talking about the fighters of yesteryear as opposed to this year. Yeah, I would like the roster or the catalog of fighters in the golden days in the holy heavyweight division. I think they run shot on all these new ones. I think only ones that stand chances is the ones who got that one hit quitter. Because the skill set is the fundamentals, like in basketball, the fundamentals are not the same. Like everything is flash and dash.
But yeah, my whole point though, Thomas, was that back in these days there was no testing. So
I got what you're saying. I got what you're saying. So you're saying that it was on some stuff.
They were taking speed, smoking meth, all types of crazy stuff, man.
They was on that stuff. You saying they was on that stuff? Okay, I got you. I mean, but that's even today though. There's skepticism with that even right now, this moment. I mean, you got people over there got certified like enhancing performance enhancing supplements and whatnot that allow for people to go on and fit with their blood type and things like that. Then you got people that's allowed to have meat that's tainted, eggs that are tainted. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's boxing and there's a lot of money that flow through it. So there's gonna be a lot of people that allow some stuff go down that shouldn't go down because they make money off of it and they bet off of it. One of the heaviest sports that is bet upon. So yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean, I don't deny that there was some stuff that was going on back in the day that probably would have got paused. But
That's
now
what
they
I
got
feel
ways
about
around it here. Oh,
That's
go
what
ahead,
I
bro.
feel about when I talk about football, basketball. I feel like all them guys from back in the 80s, like Lawrence Taylor, they were just a bunch of crackheads. And you know how crackheads are, man. They have superhuman strength, superhuman endurance. They're just different. So you take Lawrence Taylor, who's already athletically gifted, and now he's smoking crack. Bro, Lawrence Taylor, I mean, it's a shock he didn't kill somebody he didn't unalive somebody, if we be honest.
I thought he did with Joe Namath. Joe Thomas
But he
better.
definitely took his career and
Yeah,
made it
very
premium
close.
for you to have a left tackle. Because of him, you better have a left tackle.
That's who not that position became a glamour position because of him.
My God.
I honestly don't know how he was able to perform so keenly on the field, being hopped up on the stuff, because he was hopped up on the stuff, man. But
Hey, my man Eddie
I
Kane
did
said,
see it in work in one boxing match because I know that's exactly how my man got that Undertaker kick when he got knocked out that one time.
No, but
They hit the
he was
slow
just
count.
one
My
of
man
those
should have.
guys.
When he was on the ground, he started counting, man. And your boy didn't start counting. He started the count all the way over too. He was supposed to keep the continuous
Yes,
count going down. That's another thing that they got to fix, man. They got to make sure that they're in sync and in unison, and they need to have the count be above the on the scoreboard or the scorecard or wherever they are, hovered above the ring, so that people know exactly what it is.
Yeah, man. Lawrence Taylor, just different. Then you got Mike Tyson smoking crack,
Two cars can't fit at the same time.
snorting cocaine.
what your boy Bobby Brown said. I told him to go to bed.
And that's what he did.
That boy said, I told him to go to bed.
Who said that?
That's what Bobby Brown said he told Mike Tyson, but Mike Tyson wouldn't listen. I'm not sleepy. That was the night he fought Buster Douglas. He kept telling him to go to bed, but he wouldn't listen.
Also, he went to bed in the ring.
No, he wouldn't go to bed.
Yeah, and then he went to bed in the ring. That's what I'm saying.
No, Mike Tyson won that.
No,
Oh,
Mike
thank
Tyson
you.
kicked.
They didn't give my man Mike a good count, man. He won that fight.
Mike Tyson
I'm gonna call your phone and then just hang up so you can have mine.
What you say, ma'am?
Oh, you.
I thought she was talking to us. Good evening, ma'am, if you were. But Mike Tyson was a crackhead.
Oh my
He
God.
he
Mike Tyson was a crackhead.
it's true. Am I wrong? Exactly. And that's why he lost to Buster Douglas. He was snorting cocaine. He was snorting cocaine, not smoking crack.
Yo, he did a lot of things wrong in that fight. The first thing, he was going up into that fight after having that big old dispute with Robin Givens. Robin Givens had him looking bad on that Oprah Winfrey show. Then there was the fact that he was out there partying, doing that stuff that you was just talking about, and sleeping with all them women the night before the fight. But that being said, I believe in what round was that? Was that round 8? Round 6, one of them rounds, he knocked my man out for like 13 seconds. He got a 10. He didn't even get a 10 count in about 13 seconds, and that should have been fight over.
Man, look, let me tell you something. It is not a 10-second count. It is a 10 count. So the referee is not gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's not gonna be like a clock. He's just going by his count, by his rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. You might disagree with that, but that's how he's doing it. Like
But
I
even
don't
if you
think that it
do it
was
like you were just doing it right there, it still would have been. He would have been on that ground.
Robbed 13 seconds? Are you kidding me? Sometimes it takes 20 seconds for the whole stoppage of a knockdown to get back into play or whatever. So fuck Mike Tyson. He lost that fight. Every time he loses, it's always an excuse.
Nah, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. I mean, my man still had to get up off that thing.
That's a big ass excuse. Are you kidding me?
Well, I was going to tell you, he had to get up off the canvas and still get up and put them beats on Tyson, and he did. I was going to give him his that, but that was a 10 count that was extremely long.
Man.
But I didn't say that my man didn't get up and put them paws on him after he got up. It was a whole different fight.
I just got an issue with people like, to me, and this is just my opinion, I don't even think Mike Tyson is a top 10 heavyweight of all time. I just don't think he fought the dude, or I don't think he beat the dudes he was supposed to really put him on that plateau. I think he had a good rise, a meteoric rise through the 80s with Ali's absence. People were just dying for something new. And that was who he was. He was just came on the scene, putting beats on people, beating people to death. I mean, I never forget what he did to Joe Frazier's son. Like, we never heard from him again. Like, there's nothing after that. Like, the man basically took him off this earth, Thomas. Like, there's no record of whatever Joe Frazier's son name was after that.
Marvis.
Yeah, Marvis. There's no record of him after that. He's just gone.
All right, man. I ain't got no problem with it. I know a lot of people say he was overrated. I'm not going to comment one way or the other. I do know that he needs to get in that ring and beat the dog snot out of your boy Jake Paul, because I don't want to see nobody on the tape. I don't care how old he is. There's no way Jake Paul should beat that man.
Yeah, I want to see Mike Tyson put a beating on Jake Paul. I want Jake Paul to get hurt really badly. I appreciate what he does for the business, but at the same
I really
time,
do. I got to give him his dap on, man.
Yeah, man. But at the same time, ain't no motherfucking way. No Jake Paul is finna beat Mike Tyson. There's no way. We all got to come out. We got to support the champ. It's just no way.
No, I agree.
The champ there. The champ has to just find that old nigga. Just find that crazy nigga that was hopped up on coke, that was fucking bitches, that was beating the shit out of people. Find that dude.
Yeah. If that fight goes the distance, was remotely close, then he on the tape. And I will forever be upset with that, because I feel like if you want to box, there's no playing boxing. There's no choreographing boxing. Make you freaking you get in there and box, and if you can't box, you get your ass beat. Now, if he don't go up in there and don't whoop that boy tail, I know something was going on. There ain't no way that. Yeah. I know one thing though, they're gonna sell a lot of tickets.
Absolutely, man, because people just want to see. Because people still believe Mike Tyson is this dangerous guy. I don't think that's the case. I think he's very old. I do think he'll fuck a regular person up. Like we saw him on that plane the other day with that dude that kept fucking with him, and he whooped his ass, bro. I mean, he just completely tore him up. But with Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, if Mike comes in shape, I don't know. He's an old dude. But I'm just hoping he goes in there. He puts on a good performance. But you got to favor Jake Paul in this fight.
Oh man, that just don't sit right with me. That don't sit right with me. I mean, I know he old, so I guess there's that. But goodness gracious, man. I know he's picking names that he feel like he got an advantage on. But goodness gracious, come on, Mike. Don't let me down.
Man, if Mike even drop him or hit him once, they're gonna be like, "Oh, Mike got robbed. The referee was doing this and that. Oh, Jake didn't want to fight or with an old man." I'm actually kind of invested, or at least from the media perspective of it. But other than that, like, I don't know, the fight ain't got no pop to it. Ain't got no sauce with it.
Yeah, well, I know one thing's for certain. Like, if Jake do win this fight, then it's time for him to, from this point forward, fight at the division with people that are fighting for the belts and fighting for the professional um, agencies and sanctioning bodies, because I don't think none of them people he beat can beat Mike Tyson right now. Even in his advanced age, I don't think they could beat Mike Tyson. And if that man beat
You
Mike
got a
Tyson,
point.
yeah, if that
It's
man
really
beat Mike
nobody.
Tyson, it's no more of those names he's fighting. Now it's time to be on the circuit and fight like people that actually are fighting for the titles, that are fighting for like promotional companies and are trying to work their way up the ladder to be a champion. But now, like you said, the businessman though, oh man, he's doing a lot of good things. He's doing a lot of right things, and I think this fight right here probably propel his brand even further. So I mean, it's a good move for him because that's a hell of a name. And to be honest, it'd be the best name he have on his damn resume for sure. Even at whatever 59 or however old Mike Tyson is, 60. It's crazy that we're talking about that though. But I guess after that cancellation, he had to do something big. I know the Mike Tyson, I know he don't take dives, so I hope he ain't trying to take a dive right now. I don't even see that. But yeah, man, as far as the Big Bang Zhang, Zhilly Zhang, and Joseph Parker, man, I got Zhang knockout round 7 through 9. I don't think Parker gonna be able to fight the fight that he fought against Wilder on James. James gonna break him down, hit him with them heavy hands that he got. And I don't know who else on that card. Oh, Shelton up in here in the back. Hey, BVO, Shelton in the back, man. Let him in.
What up?
Grandpa, what's up?
What's up, bro? How you feeling?
And we watching Ken Norton about to get robbed by Larry Holmes.
That was a great fight, man. That's one of the best heavyweight fights I ever saw in my life, bro.
Man, they robbed Ken
Back and
Norton.
forth the
I would
whole
have cried
fight.
after that.
Back and forth the whole fight. Great fucking fight, bro. Great fucking fight.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm still
I don't know
dealing
why
with this.
Ken didn't cry. Huh?
I'm still dealing with this health shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you still not feeling the best?
Yeah, my mother-in-law, man, it's bad. It's getting bad. So, I don't have. Sometimes I don't have time to chop it up with y'all. I'll be on some hospice type shit. So, it is what it is.
How old is
But 75.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's part of life, man. It's a bridge we all got to cross. So,
Yeah,
I just got to help my wife through it. You know what I'm talking about?
for sure.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I heard about that shit today, bro. I was like, man, I guess they tired of making money with Jake Paul.
Yeah, they want Mike Tyson gonna hurt him, man.
Yeah, because see, the thing is, it would be okay if Jake could just be cool and respectful and not say no dumb shit, right? But that's hard for Jake to do. And Jake is gonna fuck around and say some stupid shit and piss Mike off.
Yeah, Mike is
It's
the
gonna
wrong
be
guy
bad.
to piss off.
Yeah, because see, if people forget what Roy Jones said after that fight. You remember, BBO?
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Oh, I knew he was holding back.
Yeah,
I knew he was holding back. He wasn't letting me have it all. I could feel it. I knew if he really wanted to let me have it, he'd let me have it. But he didn't. Because Roy Jones wasn't running his mouth talking that shit. But if
no,
Jake gets to doing the usual Jake Paul shit and running his mouth and talking that dumb shit, it's going to be bad for him.
well, he didn't talk bad to Anderson Silva, so he might do the same thing with Mike.
Yeah, it would be smart if he did. Because, Mike is...
He was real respectful of Anderson Silva, so I think he'll do the
Yes,
same.
he was. He was. Because, Mike is different, man. Mike is a real street dude.
Yeah, you got to watch how you
Mike
talk
ain't
to
all this.
Yeah, you got to watch how you talk to a guy like Mike. He might hurt you by accident.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But it's gonna be great for the numbers, though. The numbers are gonna be stupendous.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. The numbers are gonna be stupendous.
I'm excited about it because Mike is definitely the biggest star to the casual box fan in America right now. So you get
in the world. In the world.
Yeah,
in the
that's
world.
true.
Yeah. Mike's more famous than anybody we got to. Who's more? Floyd Mayweather ain't more famous than Mike Tyson.
No, he's not. He's not. I think the thing though, sometimes with Mike, he's been around so long. Maybe I gotta be honest. Somebody my age might take him for granted and forget how big he really was. You
Yeah,
know,
people
because
don't understand how big Mike
know
really
Mike
was.
Tyson. Everybody know Mike
Mike
Tyson.
Tyson was, see, for you youngsters, you may not have been around for this, but Mike Tyson was Michael Jackson big.
Yeah, he was.
He was that big.
That's pretty big right there.
You know what I'm
You know.
saying?
Yeah.
Who's the big motherfucker today? Who's the motherfucker out there today? Is it Drake? Is that the dude? Who's the dude?
Ronaldo's is the dude now.
No, I'm talking rappers. I'm talking rappers.
Oh, rappers. Yeah, probably Drake. Probably Drake.
Okay. Take Drake times 10.
Yeah.
That was Mike Tyson. That was Mike Tyson. Mike was
Oh, for
big.
sure. For sure. For sure. And you know it's funny.
Mike was
You know,
getting, just to put it in perspective for the boxing fans, right? Mike was getting $30-40 million a fight back then.
yeah.
Back then.
Yeah. The word was that the man had like $400 million in like 91, which is crazy.
Come on. Come on, man.
Yeah. Mike, you know the thing about Mike that I always loved though, man? He always seemed to be a very genuine guy, man. I could be
Say it
wrong.
again. I can hear you.
Mike always comes across as a very genuine guy, man. He don't be
You
trying to
broke
hurt.
up again. Say it again one more time, bro.
I said Mike always came across
Say it
as a
one more
really
time, bro. You broke up again. A really good guy. Man, going in and out.
I don't know if you can hear me now. You hear me now?
You back, bro? Guess not.